Hi, everybody. Okay, before we start, I think it's an important thing to start doing in general, especially due to the current situation. We're thinking about our holy land and our brothers and sisters in the Holy Land and their safety, their protection. So, if you have a pushka, a tzedakah box at home, please grab a coin and do a mitzvah, tzedakah. Tzedakah, charity, saves from those terrible things, and it brings the most incredible things into your life. Okay. Once you've done that, now we can move on to the going further in this. Okay. The Shulchan Aruch says, we're continuing our discussion of Tevilas Kelim, teveling vessels. The Shulchan Aruch says that you can have a non-Jew help you tevel stuff. Okay? Technically. We'll get to the technically in a second. But if a non-Jew helped you tevel your vessels, it's good. It's fine. So there's two parts to this. The Shulchan Aruch words it the way I just worded it, in the past tense. If he helped you do it, then it works. So the commentary of the Taz points out that from the wording, it's kind of implied that you shouldn't do this initially. You shouldn't have a non-Jew help you. The basic reason is, first of all, let's translate what that means, that a non-Jew helps you. You come with like 80 stuff, okay? And you have your non-Jewish friend, says he wants to help you, and you have to tevel all the stuff. So you say, hey, can you you start doing it? I'll make the blessing, and you start doing it. He says, oh, sure. So that's problematic. So the Taz points out that you can't make the blessing if he's going to tevel your stuff for you. Especially that, sorry, let's put that aside for now. However, so you shouldn't initially do this. However, if he did help you do this, it works. Like we said last time, that in theory, if your stuff, your pots and pans, fell into the mikveh before you could even get to anything, it's done. They've been teveled. You don't need to do anything else. In fact, if you were to go take them out and say, wait, I wasn't ready, and you make the blessing and you do it again, first of all, you're doing it again, it's pointless. It's already been done. And two, it's a blessing made in vain because the mitzvah was already done. The Ramah Islish throws in that a non-Jew is not trusted regarding teveling, meaning you can't send your non-Jewish friend. He might be the greatest guy in the world. You can't send him to the mikveh with your stuff to go tevel your stuff. And if he came back and he said he did it, even if he's very trustworthy, the Shulchan Aruch says you have to go and do it again. Okay? Okay. This is a very interesting one. What if those of you who were here on Shabbos, you already heard this, so we'll say it again though. If you have this is an example I gave on Shabbos. You have a serving bowl, a metal serving bowl. And comes Shabbos. You can't get to mikvah on Shabbos. It's too far away. Or let's say it's not Shabbos. It's Tuesday night and you want to have a nice sit-down dinner with your family and you don't live near a mikvah. The closest mikvah is 200 miles away. Okay? And you have this beautiful new metal serving tray. And you want to use it. What can you do? Can you do anything? So the Shulchan Aruch gives a very interesting piece of advice, a workaround, a temporary workaround, which is you can go find a non-Jewish friend, gift them this item, in this case a serving bowl, give it to them as a gift. It belongs to them. This is not a joke. This is an actual transaction. You give it to them. They have to acquire it the way its acquisition has worked according to Jewish law. And it's theirs. And then you borrow it from them. And you can use it. Why? Because, as we learned earlier, that a Jew who acquires a vessel from a non-Jew, metal vessel or glass vessel, needs to tevel it. But a non-Jew who owns a vessel, non-Jew doesn't have a mitzvah to tevel his stuff. He can use his stuff no problem. So when you borrow his vessel, it's his vessel. You're using it, but it's his. So if you're using his vessel, it doesn't need to be tabled. Same way he wouldn't have to table it. So that's the solution. If you're in a place where there's no mikvah, or it's Shabbos, and you can't get to a mikvah, whatever it is, Shabbos, it's not so simple to table a keli on Shabbos. Even if you have a mikvah available, you can give it to a non-Jew and borrow it back from them and use it. Now, again, the Taz points out something very, very important, which is this is only a temporary fix. You can't do this long term. You can't say, oh, there's no mikvah around me. I'll give it to a non-Jew and I'll borrow it back. And I'll keep it like this forever. I'll take this pot with me wherever I go. And I'll go to New York City where there's plenty of mikvahs to table vessels. And it doesn't matter because I already borrowed it from a non-Jew. It's fine. The Taz says you can't do that. As soon as you have the ability to table it, you need to table it. Shabbos ends, you can get to a mikvah, do it as soon as Shabbos is over. Don't wait. That's regarding that. One last point. We explained in the first class in this series of halachas, these laws, that it's prohibited to use a vessel that was not tabled. You're not allowed to. What if, let's say, yeah, you get a coffee machine, okay, and you plug it in, you set it up, you clean it, make sure it's good to use, you get the best K cups, whatever it is, and you make your coffee, and as soon as your coffee is done, you go, oh, wait a minute, I didn't deal with tabling this coffee machine. Tabling a coffee machine is a different discussion. It's not for today. By the way, just so you should know, coffee machines do need to be tabled. How to work with that, how to deal with it, it's not for today. But it does need to be tabled. And you make your coffee and you say, "Oy vey, I didn't table my coffee machine. Is my coffee now not kosher?" So the Ramah says very clearly, if you transgressed, uses the word transgressed, you're not allowed to. If you transgressed and you used a vessel without tabling it first, the food or the liquid, whatever that you used with this vessel, has not become prohibited. You're allowed to eat or drink it. It's no problem. He said, and he adds on, you make sure to table it. don't forget. Okay. That is it. We're almost done with the topic of tabling kalim. Tomorrow, God willing, we will finish it off. Everyone, have a great night. Let's start Myers.